There's a threat in the world today. A threat to our way of living, a threat to our society, and maybe even a threat to our very existence. And what is this threat?
Good evening, everyone.
What's happening?
What's going on?
I'm just sitting over here at 802 Southwest Street at the Tavern. How about you?
Yeah, I'm hanging out. Got a nice Oktoberfest.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You know, ready to talk about some sports.
Talk about some sports. Is that what we do?
That's what we do. We do
That's
sports
what we
here.
do?
This is Black and White Sports on our weekly podcast, Facebook Live broadcast from the Tavern.
Yeah, and this is our first week of 90-minute show, right?
90 minutes.
90 minutes for all of you listening. If you can, we got time. You come down here and join us, 802 Southwest Street at the Tavern. Rob and Angie are great people. They got great food. They got some damn good cold beer. And Pacer game showing.
Pacer game. I got to turn my volume off.
Yeah, do that.
There we go. Volume off.
And so everybody knows. Well, you go ahead, Damon, because I gotta look up something real quick.
Go ahead. What am I going ahead?
I don't know. Whatever you're doing, real quick.
Okay, so we missed out. We were absent last week for Halloween. We took the children Halloweening.
And what did your son go as?
He went as Dracula.
He did. That was a hell of a costume, man.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
Yeah. Your wife mended the cape.
Yes, she did.
Yes.
I remember that.
And the amulet, amulet was awesome.
And you forgot it about 3 times. Just letting everybody know. He forgot it about 3 times. Oh,
what up?
It is. It is, man.
What's going on, Melon? What's happening?
So
Melon is my boss.
Hi, Melon. So what I was doing was looking up the voting, the poll that we had on the ass nickname.
Oh yeah.
And last time I looked at it, it was 10 to 11 to change it up. Now I just looked back at it, and it is literally split 11 to 11. Yeah, we only had 22, but you know what? There's 22 votes.
Yeah.
11 to 11. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, here, this is what I have to say on it.
Say it, Damon. I've been waiting for you to comment on
I will comment. Listen, our background is fans. You're a passionate fan of sports. I'm a passionate fan of sports.
Yep.
We are not journalists.
Nope.
We are not analysts.
Well, kind of.
Well, we're couch analysts. We're couch analysts. Monday night couch quarterback.
There you go.
What's
up, Courtney?
We are an opinionated podcast from 2 fans who like to sit in the garage, drink beer, and talk sports. Like we are offensive coordinators and
of Madden.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know the word thrown out earlier.
Rob, take it there, man.
See, but
Rob is leaving the building, folks.
The word that was thrown out earlier today was credibility. Okay, I understand what was being said there.
Yeah.
But
what up, Omar?
But we are not, experts.
No, we're not. I will say this. I understand the whole part of, certain listeners may not like it. It may seem, I don't know. I don't want to be mean, but I really don't care if it seems quote unquote bad, because there's all kinds of worse crap out there than calling myself the ass, which honestly is a donkey, but it fits my character.
And again, well, if you know him, that's the word that comes up most. Ass.
Well, there's more words that Christy calls me, but we can't. We'll be nice and not say those words out.
There are a lot of hosts of different type of shows,
right?
Radio, internet, television, that have a little bit more names that are kind of more sketchier than that. So I don't know. Me personally, I think you should keep it. But if we find something that's a little better, then I'm all for it.
I'm all for change. I have no problem with change. And the problem is, you guys split the votes for us. You did not make this easy at all for anybody. So,
all right. So, but that was a little quick minute on that one. But hey, we're here to talk about sports. So we're doing something new this time, which added the little bit of time to our show. Is we the last few weeks we've been doing our pick'ems. Our pick'em shows have been, we pick a couple games for college and we pick a couple games for the pros in football, and basically it's like our betting line, so to speak.
Yeah.
So we have been doing those on our podcast outlets, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, but we also been doing them on YouTube.
Yep.
So we're trying to transition it from YouTube onto with you guys. That way we can, you guys can share in your pick'ems and what we got going on as well.
Right. And last week, you can go back and listen to our first live pick'em show. It was pretty good. I think I did a little bit better this week than somebody did, but
well, I won the pool, bro.
That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything.
And I'm not understanding why I'm not getting anything going on here. So you do that, and I will work here.
All right. Well, we want to thank you guys again for joining us. If you can, come on down to the Tavern, 802 Southwest Street, Indianapolis, right across the street from Lucas Oil Stadium. It's a great place, great food, great drinks, great people.
Well, I am.
Are you working it over there?
No,
what are you doing
I'm not getting anything. Okay, maybe I'm back on now. I don't know, but I guess we'll figure it out because I can see it from here.
We will.
All right, so
it looks a little different on his screen, though.
But with us, yes, it does. But with us being on for an hour and a half, we got a lot to cover because we haven't been here for
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yep.
So we did mention that Boston won the World Series, and I told you.
That's your first shut up, Damon, of the night.
I got some more. And
I just don't understand. I don't like the AL. I do not like the DH rule. Sorry, I hate it.
Well, that's fine.
Unfortunately, I think it's gonna come over to the NL, so it's gonna be a universal thing, which sucks, but it is what it is. What's up, Amy?
I'm not getting any of this, bro.
Okay.
I don't know. And
does your glasses work?
Yes,
LeBron?
my glasses work.
Hey, I heard your son is playing at Maryland football. Oh wait, that's your twin, Mike Tomlin's son.
Wow, I can't believe you let him go there. But anyway, so
Terrapins.
Hey, listen, before we forget, since you were draped in Pacer gear tonight, have you guys listen? What did I say when we did our Pacer Day? Didn't I say that they are overlooking the Pacers again
I don't
for the
think
second
you were
year in a
the
row?
only one to say that.
Yeah, I mean you
no, come
did
on, come on,
a little bit,
come on
a
now.
little bit. But did you guys watch the game this weekend with Boston?
Oh wow!
Let's not talk about the game before where Sabonis decided he'd not want to miss a shot. Killing in the paint,
man.
He's killing in the paint.
I do like how they McMillan's putting them in both Turner and Sabonis in and work. Young and Sabonis and Turner is all kind of working together right there in the 4 and the 5 spot. It's doing good, and I think they need to keep continue doing it. What do you think? You're Mr. Basketball.
Well, I like what's going on. Me personally, I do like that he's young.
Yeah,
I do. I think he's a quality four-man. You paid him a decent amount of money to stay. He wanted to stay. But I like the lineup with Sabonis and Turner in the game at the same time. When Thaddeus Young is in the game, you tend to slide Turner to the 5-man. Well, I mean, he's more of an offensive postman. And when you slide him down to the 5, you tend to do more offense through Thaddeus Young.
There we go. My bad.
and just face it, Turner is not the greatest rebounder in the world.
No, he's not.
So Sabonis tends to be more of a strong in the field or say in the crowd rebounder type person. So why wouldn't you put them both at the same? I'd put Sabonis at the 5, Turner at the 4, where he likes to work that high post with that that high post extended jump shot. Me personally, that's what I think. And then bring Thaddeus Young off the bench. That way you can keep your rotations good. But when you got those two guys in the game at the same time, that is a load for defenses to cover with the way Depot is playing and how effective Collison is with the mid-range jump shot game. Man, those guys are nice. And Bontanovich.
But what about Vic? Wow. That dude, I'm sorry, everybody's been saying it, and I'm going to repeat this. We stole Oladipo and Sabonis from OKC and gave away a cancer on the Pacer team.
Man, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all because I am a fan of Paul George, so I'm not doing that. It just wasn't the right fit. It wasn't the right fit for him as a player, and it wasn't the right fit as a team.
Right. Like I said, I wasn't saying that he was a bad player per se, but to the squad that we have now or had, 2 years ago, yeah, he didn't belong. Didn't fit.
No, it didn't. It didn't fit.
Quit, man. What are you doing?
No, I can't see what's going on. I see people coming in, and I'm not seeing anything over here, and I'm getting upset, and I'm not going to do it because my wife, you hate technology, and you get angry, and you break things.
Grumpy old man.
I am. So, but anyway, when we talked about the Pacers, I like the Pacers. I think they're going to beat Philly tonight. Philly is I thought they were kind of overrated. I thought that they have two quality players, and you got a couple role players. If those role players aren't fitting in properly, the Philly is not going to move the way they want. I still say it. I got Boston 1, I got Indiana 2, and I got Toronto 3 in the East, and everybody else is whatever.
I tell you what, Toronto, people better watch out for them. Because who'd they play? Lakers? Yeah, they played your boys. They played your Lakers.
Yep.
And without Kawhi.
Yep.
And tore them up.
Well, I mean, the Lakers aren't good.
No, but
I mean, they have good pieces. They got good pieces. They got the best player in the world. I think they will be good once they figure it out. I mean, but I didn't like the comments that went out last week about how they manipulated the locker room interview with LeBron about his patience. You know what I mean? And I'm going to speak on if it was an accurate clip, which I saw the whole interview, so I know how they pieced it together to make it look like LeBron was. But if he was in that situation, you knew what you was getting into when you went there.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like you were going to Houston or Portland. You know what I mean? You were going to a team that wasn't a playoff team. You got, a lot of talent that's just not put together. I hate to say it, I like Lou Walton, but I don't think he's going to finish the year as the coach.
Nope.
And I don't think that has anything to do with LeBron being there. I just don't think that he is the coach that Magic has in his vision, because he wasn't hired by Magic. He was inherited to Magic.
Right.
So, me personally, I don't see him finishing past the All-Star game. Well, okay, I see people joining now. What's up, Chris?
I was going to say, there he is.
There he is. What's up, Chris?
Chris Hyatt, just to everybody know, if you listen to the playback of our live show or any of our newer podcast shows, Chris is our brother that did the intro music, man. He led a hell of a riff. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Check him out. He's got some nice videos on there of him jamming out. So thanks again, man.
Chris, big Chris.
But your Packers still ain't going 12-4.
We passed that.
Yep.
All right, so let's do a couple games for our pick'ems. Let's look at the college game.
Yep.
Let's see. Well, let's talk about college for a little bit. Let's talk about that top 4.
The playoffs are here.
Let's talk about
obviously.
Gold, Notre Dame, blah 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 blah, blue gold all the way.
Obviously, he did not wear a Michigan shirt this week. So maybe by the end of this 90-minute section, we can get him to sing the fight song and finally pay off his bet from the beginning of the year.
2 more beers and I'm good.
Angie, you're going to bring him a couple more beers because he's going to sing the Notre Dame fight song.
So, what a great weekend we knew that the top 4 was going to shake up just by the fact that there was a matchup in the SEC between number 1 Alabama, and at the time number 3 LSU.
Wow. I'm sorry. I had a little bit more faith in LSU than that.
Man, and what
Goose egg.
what exactly happened is what I thought was going to happen.
A goose egg.
They could not put. I mean, their defense held them for a while, but their offense couldn't put points up. Their offense couldn't. Oh, I'm getting there.
Yeah, I'm just making sure he's got ammo.
Angie's bringing beer.
Hold on. We gotta give
Angie's bringing beer.
The Tavern shout out right quick.
Hold on, Rob will never get on. Somebody has to fall on that bullet. Yeah, specials.
Angie does not like the video, so we're going to give her the mic, and she's going to tell you all what's happening at the Tavern down in Indianapolis.
802 Southwest Street.
Angie, it's all yours.
Oh, I love you guys. Hey, guys, it's Angie. You cannot see me for a reason.
Not sure what that reason is, but okay.
This is my rough day. So tonight we have $4 pints. Also, we are doing 35-cent wings on Thursdays. Come in. It's a dine-in only. We do not allow carry-out whatsoever. So no to-go boxes. So come in and drink some beer, eat some food, watch some football, and I'll see you guys then.
Awesome.
Bye, guys.
On
Tuesdays. Taco
are the
Tuesdays.
Tacos, yes.
Soft and hard.
Tuesdays, soft and hard. 50 cents for beef, $1 for chicken, $2 for pork and shrimp, and of course your favorite people serving them.
Oh.
Thank you, Angie.
Well, so college.
Yeah.
Top 4.
Notre Dame, Michigan's in it right now.
Yep, 3 and 4. So as it looks right now, Michigan plays Alabama, and Notre Dame will play Clemson. If it was to be said and done right now.
Right now, but obviously I still think there's going to be a shakeup.
Oh yeah, there's something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen.
Honestly, I'm not even talking about the Ohio State Michigan game at the end of the year right now. I'm more so talking about Clemson maybe in trouble in the ACC.
Who might that be? Boston College?
Who's going to beat them?
Yeah, is it Boston College?
Don't
y'all got Boston College next?
Who, us?
Yeah.
No, Florida State.
Florida State, yeah.
We play Florida State. This is our last home game because then Notre Dame goes to...
Which is right here with a notable mention.
Right there.
right there. See how I brought that all in together without looking at my notes?
But it's not a good... I mean, the rivalry is not there right now.
I didn't know there was a rivalry between you and Florida State.
Just because the 93 when we got screwed. I'm not even going to say we got screwed because we beat Florida State. I remember sitting at my grandma's house watching this game.
Pardon me.
Beat Florida State with a tip pass down right at the goal line. Win that game. Next week, Boston College beats us by a field goal at the end of the game. Took us out. Florida State gets the title that year. I was so pissed. I was like 10 or 11 years old, and I was like as pissed off as
93.
Yeah, I know.
Was that Charlie Ward?
Yeah.
I was a senior in high school. 1993, baby. The Chronic.
The Chronic album came out that one year.
Menace to Society.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, 1993, Cross Colors. I mean, we was nice, boys to men. Blue jean shirts with the ties. You know what I mean? I think that was one of my senior pictures. I think it's on my mom's table in the living room.
DVD.
Yes, I would love to see that Bama offense against that Michigan defense, Chris. That would be fabulous.
Why am I not seeing that up here?
I don't know, but I see it here, and
okay.
I mean that would be an awesome matchup because right now Michigan is lights out on defense. You can't run the ball, you can't pass the ball. No. I mean, what do you do?
Isn't Michigan's run defense like top 3 in the
number
country?
1?
Okay, well, top 3.
They're number 1 in points allowed, number 1 in total defense, number 1 in rushing, number 1 in passing.
Man, he's just making this better when he does sing that
song. But it's gonna be amazing when we are in that thing. Wouldn't it be great if it's set up the way it is and then for them to play in a national championship game?
Oh man, we would have to have a special just for that game.
There's no way we could have a show for that because there would be.
I'm not saying
not
during
kid
the
friendly.
game.
It would
Yeah.
not be kid friendly.
No, I'm not saying we're going to have a show like for the game, like during the game, right before the game, but we would have a show for that one. And we would put the explicit lyrics content on the sticker.
Corey, you are absolutely correct. Used jeans. And damage was the other way. Dude, I had a Texas burnt orange used outfit with the Fila boots. 1993 Jodeci, but we was over.
Wow. The black leather jacket.
No, well, no, I didn't. I didn't have the black leather jacket.
What about Blackstreet, man?
What about Blackstreet?
I don't know. It was 93. Something like that. No
So-
diggity.
No diggity. That is ridiculous. So, So we're talking about college. First pick'em game. We got number 19 Texas going to Texas Tech.
Texas Tech, yeah.
Texas Tech.
I mean, I just think this is going to be a real good game.
Because it's a recruiting game.
Well, that too. Plus, they got a rivalry, in-state Texas rivalry. Like you were saying in a previous show, how Texas is a die-hard, even high school, die-hard football state.
Yeah, I would say the southeastern part of Texas will be kind of shut down. I mean, it's a pretty good game.
I think this is going to come down to whoever has the ball last.
I don't. I think Texas wins this pretty handily.
I think Texas has been underrated all year, honestly, but I think Texas Tech is going to give them a run for it.
I mean, Texas Tech is a team known for putting up large amount of points. Yeah, their offense production is pretty good, but I mean, Texas is a really rounded team.
They are.
They have a solid defense. They have an outstanding offense. I think Texas pounds them. I think Texas win by 21.
All right.
Okay, we'll do an odd number 19.
19,
Even
folks.
though 21 is odd too.
You're odd, Damon.
Oh yeah. Hook 'em.
Does everybody see
Yep.
this?
Hook 'em horns.
No, I'm still saying hook 'em horns, yes.
Hook 'em horns.
But
So I'm going Texas.
yeah, I'm gonna go to Texas.
All right. Looks like we got another vote for the Texans. Texas.
I think this game will be lower scoring than normal Big 12 games. I'll say
Whatever.
that.
Hey, I'm interested in talking about this next game.
Let's talk.
You got Oregon and Utah.
Yep.
Yeah. Remember what I said about Utah winning the Pac-12?
That was a long time ago.
That's a very real possibility, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's not.
And they're the highest ranked Pac-12 team right now.
No.
Where's Washington?
No, yeah,
Washington
Washington's like
State.
25th.
Washington State.
Washington State's like
Yeah.
10th or something, 9th or
Yeah.
10th. They're up there. Yeah.
Utah, baby. The Utes.
Did you say well
Keith Van Horn.
in the preview college preview? Did you say Washington and Utah?
I did.
Okay,
I did.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen, but Utah definitely could be in.
Yeah, Utah, baby. Kurt Herbstreit said Utah was the best team in Pac-12.
Is that really hard to do, folks? Be the best team in the Pac-12? No, not right now. Especially, sorry.
But anyway,
I'll call it how I see
Oregon.
it.
Utah, Oregon. They're both 6-3 in the Pac-12.
Oh.
Utah is 3. I don't know what you better at the betting stuff than I am.
What?
Than the spread.
Oh, Utah's favored by 3.5 points. A negative in front of the let me school you on this.
I don't bet.
I don't bet.
I'm bad at it.
I don't bet at all ever. But if I did, I would see a negative in front of a number. That means that they're the favorites. So the other team's getting that amount of points. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for schooling me on the art of losing my money.
But I never bet.
I never bet. Hey, let's bet on some dogs.
You know what? I don't know if I even want to bet you anymore
Let's
because
bet on some dogs. Like, let's them go to the track and watch some dogs race.
I don't even know if I want to bet with you because you still owe me a bet.
I got a beer over here.
You're one away.
One away.
One beer away, folks.
All right. So who are you going with? Oregon or Utah?
I am going to go with the Utes.
Oh, now you're jumping aboard.
I've never been on Oregon's side.
Other than their flashy uniforms.
What last week wasn't they all black? Like
all
a metallic black?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice looking.
Yeah.
But no.
I've
never been one of Oregon.
Who I thought had the best uniforms of the weekend were Purdue. With the black shoulder pads and the gold front and the metallic gold helmets.
That was good.
That was nice.
That was nice. No, but I'm gonna stick with the Utes. No, I've never been one to be an Oregon supporter / up talker, I guess. No.
What are you saying no to,
No
dear? What are you saying no to, dear? I don't know. Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
Don't bet him.
Don't bet. Yes, no betting. Okay, I get it. No betting.
Not happening. I'm not gonna take your money, Courtney.
So
Who do you got?
I got the Utes, man.
Okay.
As much as I do favor Oregon a little bit, but I don't think it's that I like Oregon per se.
You like the
I
uniforms.
just like their uniforms and their colors, man. And the basketball team and that floor is pretty good.
I hate their court. That court.
I don't know whose court it is.
That court
I hate
hurts
the
my
court that's got
eyes,
like the
man.
mountains on it.
That court hurts my eyes.
But you like Boise State's football field.
No, I don't.
You don't like the blue field?
No,
Yeah.
that's stupid.
What if it was like Notre Dame blue?
No,
All right, Notre Dame gold.
no,
You don't like it? It
no.
should be grass.
Yeah.
Green.
Oh, I
Green.
am wholeheartedly a fan of real turf on a football field.
No dog racing. I forgot she's a dog lover. So it's okay to race horses,
Well, yeah.
but not dogs.
Yeah.
Thoroughbred. You
Oh,
have a
yeah.
thoroughbred dog.
Huh?
You can have a thoroughbred dog.
Oh, second. Shut up, Damon. Well, it's only been like 20 minutes, hasn't it?
Well, I'm working on it.
He's got a second shut up, Damon.
So is that a unanimous on Utah?
That is. So we're both got Texas. We both got Utah.
All right. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You just don't want to say that next one, do you?
What, the school in Ohio?
Yeah, we got I guess the college game of the week this week is number 10 Ohio State at number 18 Michigan State.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think Sparty may have something coming for him.
I want OSU at their best.
Well,
I want
their
them
best
at
is
their
long
best.
gone. Their
I
best
want
is
them
long
ready.
gone.
So when we step into the shoe, yeah, I'm
Their
saying
best
it.
is
When we
long
step
gone.
in the shoe, we get into that. But anyway,
You just worry about winning now. You'll be all right.
I mean, I'm hard to pick him because Michigan State,
They're at home.
they're inconsistent.
They're very inconsistent, but they are at home. And the past 2 weeks after Purdue stomped the hell out of Ohio State.
Well, they were at
You
home
have-
when Michigan over and spanked that ass.
But what I'm saying is Ohio State is falling
Yeah.
in their, I don't want to say talent, but I want to say I think their leadership, there's a distance between, the coaching staff, the players, the whole system over there.
I don't think it's the coaching staff. I think there's a distance between the coach,
Okay.
and the players.
The coach and the players.
and I mean, I don't have I've always had good things to say about Urban, even when he went over to OSU. I had good things to say about him because he was a winner at Utah. He was a winner at Florida. So I mean, and his kids love him, and he seemed to bring a different dynamic, a different excitement to the game, being a traditional and adding some of the new stuff, being a Big Ten style coach with an SEC mindset. So you got the Big Ten type horses or big guys, front line, run the ball, power, but you got the SEC mindset of get that ball out and throw it around and put up as much points as possible. And also being able to run the ball in the cold weather. So I've always liked him as a coach, but this last thing that's going on, man, I've kind of set aside because there were some things that were said that I just think aren't plausible. And the fact that you thought, then the fact that you thought us as, fans or just people is going to buy these excuses that you're throwing out. I mean, like, am I really? I know we believe everything the government puts out, but are we that dumb to believe that you don't talk to your wife?
Well, I will say that if my wife gets a text or something, I may not hear about it until after I hear about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But on something like that, she's going to tell me.
Yeah. I mean, this is my second marriage. We've been together 4 years. We've been married 4 years together quite a bit. I just don't see how you can say that you live in a household with somebody and you don't talk, especially about an issue like this.
Right. Come on now.
And I think some of the players feel that. And because I think they're looking at it as, you didn't stand up for somebody in help. Mm-hmm. You chose to put football over. And from what I understand, the dude wasn't even that great of a coach.
No, he wasn't. That was the thing.
He wasn't even that great of a coach. So, I agree with you, Corey. He is a football savant. He is a good coach. He wins everywhere he goes. But I just don't like the other side of it.
People forget about morals in this world nowadays, especially in the sports world.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call these assholes out. I'm sorry. Sorry, my language, whatever, but let's call them out. If you're going to put your hands on a woman, done deal. I'm not even going to say
even that. Even if you protect them, even if you protect a woman beater. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You protected somebody who was committing a crime.
Well,
you protected somebody who was being. How do you call yourself a man?
You're not.
Does that make you a man?
Does
that make you a man?
No, not at all.
I don't know. And I think the university is not. I don't know what the university stands on. It looked like you being distant to him and you having all these little issues going on behind the scenes. But you kept his job.
Yeah, get rid of him.
Either you get with him or you deal with it.
You'd have more credibility if you got rid of him.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
Seriously. You like that?
Yeah. But you know what? And Ohio State has a history of doing things weird with their coaches. Jim Tressel. Jim Tressel was winning football games.
Yeah, I don't know why
why'd you get rid of Jim Tressel? Because some red-shirted kids or some kids that don't really play was selling off their jerseys, something that the coach cannot control. I do understand that coaches are the CEO of these programs, and you are what goes on. You should know everything that goes on in your program. But there's no way you can police these guys from selling their autograph or their footballs or their jerseys, but he gets fired for it. I don't get it.
I don't understand why the guy still has a job, period. I understand he wasn't the one that was, doing the abuse or anything. And, there is always two sides to each story. I don't care if my wife's coming at me with fists and she's throwing them at me and all this, that, and the other. I'm going to block them. I'm going to push her off. I'm not going to hit her.
Corey says that he was in a catch-22. I want to know how he was in a catch-22.
Please tell me.
You know that he hit his wife. You supposedly don't condone that.
Right.
You get rid of him. I don't see what the catch was. Yeah, he was the kid of somebody who was your mentor. But do you think your mentor was going to approve of this boy's action? That's what he is. He's a boy.
All he had to do was not lie at media day. It all comes down to that. It's that moral of lying. Don't lie.
Yeah.
Get caught.
I mean, and I agree with you, Corey. There is corruptness especially in corruption, and especially in especially in the whole of the NCAA.
Yeah.
You don't really hear so much about the other sports. You really hear about it in basketball and in football, but not so much football as you do in basketball.
Right.
I mean, the basketball corruption is ridiculous.
And we will talk on that here
That
shortly.
is ridiculous. I mean,
you better watch it.
hey, man, you better hope Romeo Langford, all his stuff is clean, man, while you got him playing games.
You better watch it.
Because, one, IU, you need him.
Mm-hmm.
Two, IU, you can't go without him.
Nope. Yeah. If you need another question, see number 1. No, Langford is definitely needed at IU, and if they lose him over some bull crap, that happened, you better watch out, IU.
I mean, I don't think it is an internal situation. I think that is a criminal situation. I don't think it's an internal situation. An internal situation is I'm trying to think if I'm reading this correct. If you're saying that the Jim Tressel stuff was internal or the Urban Meyer stuff was internal, but I don't think. I think it is it is a criminal issue, but there is corruption throughout of all of college sports. One, should we play them? One, are they amateur athletes? If you pay them, are they pro? But if you're getting billions of dollars off these young men.
There's everything.
There it is. Yeah. You're getting billions of dollars off these young men.
Yeah.
And they're not getting anything out of it. I understand it. Forever, I've always been on the side of the universities. Is we giving you $100,000 plus education.
But in that same sense, the universities need to put education first again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a sports fan, diehard, left and right, whatever. But when it comes to, okay, I'm giving you this scholarship to play basketball or play football or play hockey or play whatever sport it is, to come to my school, you're going to get an education. And they need, the universities, this is on them. They need to put that back into priority.
Well, it is priority in all sports but basketball and football.
I was going to say, is it though?
Yeah, in all sports but basketball and football.
Well, whatever.
Because those kids
makes that university money.
Yeah, those kids are students then athletes. If you play college football, if you play college basketball, you're an athlete, then a student.
Yeah.
That one reason is why I'm not a fan of the one and done. Either you go to college or you go to the pros.
Yep.
Because
now they got the G League.
There's a part of part of your life, especially as a young man. I can't speak for women, but I can speak for men. What in the world was that?
What is that?
I don't know.
Who is that?
I don't know. That's Django. Apparently, I don't know what's going on. I don't like it.
I think Damon was hacked, folks. I don't know what the hell that was.
That was
some creepy crap, man.
Gibberish,
man. I'm sorry. Go on, Damon. Go on.
I forgot.
That freaked me out a little. I know.
I forgot.
That kind of freaked me out a little bit. What the hell was that?
I forgot.
All right. No, we're talking about basketball and football being the sports that are athletes first now.
But it's those athletes. We was talking about the one and dones, and either you go to college or you go to the pros. Yep. I don't like you trying to decipher when you go. Either you can or you can't. I like that for basketball, not for football, because I'm grown ass men in football, and you coming out of high school, you need to go to college.
Oh yeah, you do.
So, because
there's a big step between high school and college, and then college to pros.
Right, because I think you're taking away from the universities, you're taking away from the kids. There's those 4 years or those 2 years or those 3 years are important, because that's how you can learn things learn things as a man, learn things as an adult, being away from your parents, but still being sheltered.
I disagree with Corey's comment. Pay the players. I will side with you as far as, as far as food, transportation, they should not be having to work to have any spending money at all.
So basically, you want them to have a stipend.
Huh?
You want them to have a stipend upon their scholarship.
A stipend would be a hell of a lot better than saying pay the player.
I get it, because if you pay the player, then they are a professional. If you pay the player, that makes them a professional.
But they're
college sports are amateurs.
And exactly true. But you're not going to tell me that these sport players or these athletes in college aren't getting paid anyway.
They're getting paid.
They're getting paid. They shouldn't have to pay for food. They shouldn't have to pay for certain things, and I agree with that. But as far as paying them, giving them a check from the university and saying you're getting paid to play football, basketball, baseball,
I don't like
whatever.
that.
No,
I don't like that.
No, you're an amateur.
I do like.
What was that? Was that the Michigan fight?
No,
song?
that was the Looney Tunes.
Oh, okay.
So but I am for the fact that since you can't, as a scholarship athlete, you can't work to make money. You can't do all these things. I do think that that you should have money allocated within your scholarship that allows you to have food off campus, a little money in your pocket to go do this.
And
but if you play one of these major sports, baseball included as a major sport, you play one of these, basketball or football, your whole thing is taken care of. You don't eat with the students. You got a facility off on your own that you got chefs. You're eating way better than the regular college student. You can go in there at any time, and you have unlimited clothing.
Right.
You're a college athlete. You ain't in the but sweats anyway.
Sweats, hoodies, T-shirts. That's it.
They cry, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. There's no way that you play football at Alabama and you're hungry.
No.
I've seen their facility. I watched College Game Day. They've been to Alabama. I've seen that place.
Right. They're not hurt.
I've seen Michigan's football food court. Food court. Not everybody else.
Right.
Just the football team.
Right.
So, I don't know. I'm not into paying the players. I'm into, giving them, money into their scholarships that allow them to do other things so they don't have to sell jerseys and things like that. But if you put their name on the back of that jersey, I do think you need to pay them. So if it's an amateur sport, be like IU, don't put names on the back of the jersey.
No, I don't think any college team. I'm sorry. Here's a perfect scenario. NCAA football, like for PlayStation, Xbox, this, that, and the other. They got that's why you don't see a college football game now because they started acting like they were doing it.
Any NCAA.
Yeah, any NCAA.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see it. And when you used to see it, when we used to play it and all that, it was just a number.
Yeah.
And then that one year, they tried to put the name on it, and they got axed.
Well, see, what it was is they had a code where you can put the cheat code in, and then the names will pop up on the jerseys.
Well, still,
because I know they had that for NCAA basketball.
Well, at that point, you're a professional athlete because you should be getting royalties on your name. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why they shouldn't have the names on any college, high school, whatever jersey. They should not have it until you're in the pros.
I know I agree with you, Corey. There are some athletes that are broke. But one that was, I'm not trying to call us old or nothing. One that was 20 plus years ago. Things are a lot different now.
That's
things are a lot different now. The way the college athlete is taken care of.
Yeah, it's totally different.
You know what I mean? And then if any of my PJC people are following me down in Texas, I can't wait to look forward to seeing you guys in March when we have a reunion and come all the way down to Texas and hang out for a weekend, the wife and I. But if you guys remember, we really didn't hurt for food, and we were at a junior college.
I was going to say,
Coach Shu always found a way to have something for us to be taken care of. And I know it's not all just about food, but from what I understand and how we were and how my teammates were, none of us were really ever hurting for anything. If we needed something,
You had
we
it.
went to coach and it got taken care of.
Right.
You know, so and that was at a junior college, and you at a major Division I college. So I'm pretty sure that you're being taken care of properly.
Yeah. So back to let's rewind for a second.
Yep.
Back to the pick'em.
Pick'ems.
What do you have? Ohio
Pick 'em.
State, Michigan State. This
I forgot all
this
about
came
them.
all over it. Yeah.
I like Michigan State.
All right, I'm with you. Michigan State. There you go.
I like Michigan State at home.
All right.
Angel, you owe me one.
Let's get into a little local scene now. The Indiana football, the high school football is in regionals. I got a couple good matchups. Let's just go through the whole regional list real quick. Warren Central's at North Central. That's over in your neck of the woods.
Dude, that should be a pretty good game.
Should be, but
And man, it's been so long since North Central's been good at football.
I know.
Like I think there's like 3 generations didn't understand that North Central was a good team.
Did they have a football team?
They did. back
That was
when
a joke.
I didn't. Yeah,
JOAK.
yeah.
Joke.
It was pretty bad. So I don't know. My godson Quincy plays JV, so he should be getting ready to hit that varsity next year, doing big things.
Good,
So
good.
I mean, it looks like North Central might be having something going there, but they fall to
Warren Central.
Warren Central. You know what I mean? Those dudes that's
That's a collegiate team over there.
that's a NIA
That's
school there.
That's
buddy.
definitely something over there. But then you got, New Pal versus Harrison at Harrison. New Pal's been spanking people left and right. I mean, they have 60 points by halftime. I mean, that's bad.
Hey,
Yeah.
New Pal is kicking ass. I didn't even know they played
They
football
are,
at New
yeah.
Pal.
Well, they had a transfer from Delphi this year, running back, and their original running back moved to cornerback. I do know this because I know people out that way.
I know people.
I know people.
Have your people get with my people.
Right. We got Lutheran at South Putnam. We got Brebeuf at West Lafayette. Western Boone at Cecina. Fort Wayne Snyder at Carmel.
That should be a good one.
I
Fort
don't
Wayne
think-
Snyder is normally a pretty good team
I don't-
year in, year out.
Well, a lot of them Fort Wayne teams usually, Dwenger and all them. But I don't think that they're going to be on the same level as they were.
And it's at Carmel?
It's at Carmel.
Oh, yeah. That's a done deal.
Yeah. So we got Tri-West Hendricks at Chittard. Chittard's tough, man. Chittard's tough. Mooresville at Marion's going to be a good one. I think that's going to be a hell of a game.
Mooresville is sneaky, man. That's a good team out there.
Yeah, it is. It is. Mooresville,
Even though they have adopted the Michigan M.
Anyway,
I'm telling you, New Pal is a beast, Corey. I agree with you, man. Those guys.
they're scoring 60 points by halftime. What do you? Yeah, you got Pioneer at Triton, Eastbrook
I've
at LaPel.
never heard of Pioneer.
Pioneer, I believe, is up north. I could be wrong, but I think it's up
Adam
north.
Central, never heard of those guys.
Yeah, against Monroe Central. Bloomington South at Decatur Central.
That should be a good
game.
one.
Castle at Columbus
Castle.
East. I don't know where Castle is. The game I'm really looking at, Damon, is Avon at Center Grove.
That should be a dandy.
That right there should be a hell of a game.
Who knows? I mean, they might have that game of the week.
I would think so. Yeah, the
The
where
Warren
the
Central,
chopper comes in and lands in the
the Warren Central North Central game is a pretty big game, but that Avon Center Grove game is really big.
Avon and Center Grove is going to probably be, I would say, the top game of high school regionals here in Indiana.
Man, New Pal's playing Harrison. I don't even know who Harrison is. So
Does it matter? It's
I'm
New
thinking
Pal.
I think they're going to hang up another 60.
At least. At least.
So yeah, buddy. Who was the game of the week for college? Was it
Ohio State, Michigan?
Okay.
Oh,
I've already said it twice, and you
Say it
haven't
again.
been. I've already said it twice because I was talking to him in a negative content. So yeah, I'll
Kyle,
say
if
their
you're
whole name.
watching, he just about dropped the name.
But if you were listening, I've said it twice. When I talk about him,
That was a while ago, though.
When I talk about him negative, I'll say them.
Come on now. Anyway, so there's your regionals for high school football, though. I think it's gonna be good. Like I said, Avon and Center Grove, man, they're gonna be on.
Courtney, you're retarded.
What I missed?
She said all those corporal championships are Bart Bay for fair and square.
That was a good one.
We spend a lot of time in Carmel.
They do.
We spend a lot of time in Carmel and Noblesville. You know, it's a lot of time up north with the noses are up.
We're good.
Damon,
Well, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna do something very unprofessional. I'm gonna do an Ashley right now.
a who?
I'm gonna do an Ashley move. Okay?
An Ashley move. You went to the bathroom?
Yes, I got to. Man.
That's ridiculous.
I will be right back.
How are you going to leave me by myself? But that's
You
all
can
right,
do
though.
good. You
I'm
got
fabulous.
You got it, man.
I'm fabulous.
Go to basketball. We'll be good.
Go to basketball. Let's go to. So I can't talk any pick'ems. Let's see here. That's ridiculous. I need to go to the bathroom. I guess it's a good time to talk about how bad his Philly guys suck. So that is a game. Well, can't really talk about that because that's a pick'em game. So, and there he goes. Yes, Tammy, the ass is still standing. We haven't renamed him yet. Let's see, our last pick'em, we had Sean pick OSU, Corey pick OSU. Corey says, shout out to the homeboy, Eric Allen. I remember him. We played basketball against each other. He went to West Lane, and we went to Eastwood. So, yep, he's North Central 93. He was on that 93 team. They were pretty good that year. I think Clippinger was the quarterback. I see him pop up on Facebook every now and then. Courtney said, let's talk about the Pacers, and they are on right now, so I can talk about the Pacers. I do like the Pacers. I am not just a bandwagon follower, even though the Lakers are my home team, but I do like how this Pacers team is looking. That's a pretty nice hat that he's got on there. But, yeah, the Pacers are – I don't even know. Are they winning right now? This on commercial because I haven't been watching.
It starts at 8:30.
Starts at 8:30, so just a shoot around.
Yep.
All right, he's back.
Sorry, folks. Man, I looked at the time. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm going to make it.
Tammy said, keep the ass.
You got to hit the vote. Oh, I'm sorry. The voting's done. So maybe we'll start another vote up. Who knows?
He's going to drag that out like me dragging out this bet.
Until you pay up your bet, I'm keeping.
All right, so we're both going Michigan State.
Yep.
We've already decided that.
Yep.
I see that you put your Eagles. I see you put I wouldn't care about my team. We're doing fabulous. I see that you put
you damn right I did.
The Eagles in there for your brother's team. Your brother and your son.
Sunday night.
Hey.
My cousin, my brother, my son, my sister-in-law,
your neighbor.
My neighbor. Well, she's half. She's like a Colts / Cowboys fan. She's kind of confused. Tammy, I love you, but you're confused.
Hey, she said they're playing right now.
Yeah, they are right now.
You said 8:30. You just said 8:30. Rewind the tape.
See, they're playing.
It's not 8:30.
It just started. 8 o'clock.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
8 o'clock. I forgot we actually have a nationally televised game.
13-2 Philly. There it is.
That.
3-ball, Covington, corner pocket. You missed it. But anyway, we're talking about the Cowboys' terribleness.
I'm sorry. If anybody out there really thinks truthfully that Dak Prescott was a better pickup than Carson Wentz, you're shut up.
Well, 3-5 and 4-4.
Super Bowl.
Well,
I don't care if you played or not. Super Bowl. We are the champs still.
Champs is struggling. You're not even a wild card team right now.
Give it time, man.
Give it time. I got faith in you. If my predictions are correct, you should win out.
Give it time. We'll be back on top of the NFC East at least.
the question of the day, well, the question of the game is, please explain to me, Sean, yes, relax. You're not Aaron Rodgers. Sean, listen, please explain to me how Jason Garrett is still your coach.
He honestly, he can't answer that either because he wants him gone. My cousin wants him gone. I don't know why this guy's still there. I don't know what crap he has on Jerry Jones to keep him there.
Dandelion.
That is close because there was somewhere over the past week that came out, and I'm like, that's catchy.
Dandelion.
But it's the lion. See, Dan
the lion.
The lion.
Are you a Taurus?
I am.
Uh-oh, we might have something here.
Taurus is a bull.
Deals under the table. What deals, Sean? What deals?
Yep.
So does Jerry Jones have does Sean Garrett have Jerry Jones's prostitute account Jason Garrett. I don't know what his name. I said it right earlier. But does he have Jerry Jones' prostitute account? I mean, is he his coke dealer? I don't know. What? Because why do you have? I mean, why is he still there? He should have been fired like 3 years ago.
And I got the hiccups. I've got him like six times today. This is gonna be rough.
I just got a plug. No, I didn't. He's a flower.
What are you talking about?
Taurus, yes. Yeah, bullheaded bastards.
I'm holding my breath right now. Hang on.
Jump on one leg, put your finger in your ear.
That works?
I don't know.
No. Literally had him 6 times today.
Yeah, 6 times. Well, that's less than how many dribbles Klay Thompson had.
He had 9.
Yeah. But look at it. Hey, man, back to that real quick. How fabulous Golden State is. Dude, my guy, in 2 historic games, Klay Thompson has 117 points on 20 dribbles.
Triple threat position every time.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this is fabulous.
Excuse me.
What a great team. I'm going to say it. Golden State probably can win 70 games against 75 games. And DeMarcus Cousins even playing yet.
Hey,
he's not even playing yet.
He don't come what? He ain't gonna
maybe All-Star game. Maybe January. I don't know.
It's a bad day. Bad day. Damn.
Boom.
Right. Didn't work.
It didn't work. But anyway, Cowboys. The terribleness of the Cowboys. Other than, how does he still have his job? And I'm sorry. I'm tired of picking the Cowboys.
I'm not picking the Cowboys.
Man, I finally picked the Cowboys on my damn pool. And you lose to Tennessee. Really, Tennessee? I'm sorry, Angel, but Tennessee. Dallas, you're supposed to be a Super Bowl contender. Tennessee?
That ain't happening.
All right. Anyway, Dallas, I'm going Philly. Whatever. I'm
going Philly. We get Darren Sproles back too.
I'm just disappointed in Dallas. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What are you disappointed in Dallas for? They're a disappointment, period.
Because I'm not going with this American team bullshit.
Nope.
But I'm looking at it as, Dallas is one of those teams that you need to be good. Your history says you need to be good.
You need to get rid of Garrett. You need to put a GM in there.
Jerry, stay an owner. Stay an owner. Sit in your box, collect a little cheese, hire somebody to make football decisions, not Jerry Jones decisions.
Yep.
Jerry Jones decisions, you haven't had a Super Bowl since 93.
95.
With
Jimmy Johnson's team that Barry Switzer took over.
Oh, my God, it was terrible.
It was very bad.
Bama could kick the Cowboys' ass. I'm not going that far.
It's possible.
They're still professional athletes. So.
They got a hell of a line. I'll give him
They're
that.
still professionals.
Man,
You know, they're still
can't-
professionals.
I still can't get rid of these things.
I'm sorry. I don't know. You
I
got to
know.
deal with it. Suck it up.
I'm dealing with
it. He says, "Go play guitar." We got a Cowboy Packer war, and he's holding his breath, folks. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4.
It's turning. I look like it's turning purple.
Enough talking about the Cowboys. Eagles. How disappointing.
Oh, I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed yet. Besides me having hiccups, I'm not disappointed. We're good. We're good. I got the hiccups. I gotta get rid of them. Yeah, I got the hiccups. I can't stop. No, I'm not. I'm not disappointed in the Eagles yet, man. They're doing fine. God, this is
How
gonna
the
be rough
hell are
for
you
us.
doing
Help me out.
fine? How the heck, Chris? We're getting there to that Dez Bryant Saints
Yep.
thing.
Un momento, por favor.
Ooh, yeah, buddy. That might have put them as the best team in the NFC. But it all depends on if we're going to get a mature Dez Bryant or we're going to get a Dallas Cowboy Dez Bryant.
I think Drew Brees puts him in his place.
Are we going to get a humble Dez Bryant because nobody wanted your ass? Or are we going to get the same Dallas Cowboy Dez Bryant?
What made New Orleans pick him up?
I don't know.
Did Breeze say, "Hey, I'm ready, so let's get it done now"? I'm sorry, folks.
I have no answers. I have no idea. That was not a place that I thought Dez Bryant would end up.
Not at all.
At this point in the year, I didn't think Dez Bryant would end up anywhere.
Definitely not New Orleans.
I mean, I thought his last place opportunity was Cleveland. I know his name popped up around Pittsburgh, but that was squashed almost as soon as it was mentioned. Like Tomlin said, "Hey, AB, no, you see my face?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I didn't want him.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin said no.
Stop talking about your hiccups.
I'm sorry. Who's that? Who said that?
Sean,
Oh,
your brother.
Shut up, Sean.
Hey,
You're just mad.
Happy belated birthday from Black and White Sports, buddy.
Yeah, big old 3-0. He's the dirty 30 now.
God said 30. I was 30 a lifetime ago.
We know.
Suck it, ass. Dandelion.
That might stick.
It might. But that's a lot to say. That's a mouthful.
Dandelion.
That's what she said.
It's
So, what, Sean, you going to dress up as Reggie Miller next year? Is that what you're saying?
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. He just says next year I'm Reggie Miller.
What the hell's that mean?
I know. Maybe he's been dipping in the devil's punch.
He's been doing something.
They needed another weapon on the outside. Take the heat off Thomas, who is capable receiver besides Thomas. Don't count running back. Okay. I see that. I mean, they did have it does give them another weapon, another outside threat.
It does.
You give a guy that can run every route in the route tree for a receiver. You don't see him in the slot too often, but he can work the slot.
Right.
I mean, I think it does, like John said.
They're not gonna put him in the slot.
I mean, they're not, but I think the way how John said it. I mean, this is his last opportunity to be close to winning a Super Bowl. I mean, we thought T.O. was going to conform, but he didn't. So, I mean, I put Dez Bryant in the T.O. category. I don't know if he's ready to be mature enough like a Randy Moss did when he went to New England. They didn't win, but it was a different Randy Moss.
It was.
I mean,
they did win, didn't it?
They didn't win. No, bro. They lost to the Giants. Lost to the Giants.
That was that year that the catch was, right?
They were undefeated going into the Super Bowl, and they lost to the Giants.
I got you. Okay.
That was when Eli went up on Peyton 2-1.
Yep. Okay.
Sean said he will not conform. I'm not sold on it. I mean, is he going to? Because Drew likes to spread the ball around, and he loves his running back.
But is Sean saying this because he's mad that he's not on his team anymore?
I don't think Sean was pretty upset that they let his ass out of there.
He wasn't. He was fine with it.
He said T.O. also cried on Oprah. That's my quarterback, man. You talking about my quarterback? This is my quarterback, man. Was he crying for his quarterback or crying to stay on the team?
No, he was definitely staying on the team.
That's my quarterback, man.
I love him. Wow. But anyway, Philly's winning Sunday night.
Philly, Sunday night. I got Philly.
Yeah. Let's go with the homers.
The Colts. Hey, man, this is
a good game.
The Colts are probably right where I thought they would be in the win category in their season, but I didn't think they'd be tied for second in the division.
Not at 3 and 5.
No, not at all.
I'm struggling.
Yes, he is. I mean, it's pretty bad, y'all. So, but every time I pick the Colts, they do the opposite.
Right. Kind of like every time I pick the Bengals this year.
Yeah. But I'm not really sold on the Jags. It's not last year's Jaguars.
I said that at the beginning of the year, man.
Yes,
that
you did.
Jacksonville's
Yes,
not going to be the same.
Yes, you did. He doesn't have the receivers.
Nope.
Fournette has been pretty much banged up since the beginning of the year, so he's not hitting the ground like he is. The defense is being on the field quite a bit. And Patrick Ramsey put a target on his back from all that shit that he was talking at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Courtney, I see that 13-2 Philly thing. Do you have any room to talk right now?
What up, DJ?
My college team beats yours. My pro team beats yours. Shut up, Courtney.
That's her first one of the day. He said, what's the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest head cup battle during a sports show?
I think I just won it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That's
I'm
great.
still over here doing it.
It's easily the worst decision in all the league.
What's that?
I don't know what Sean's talking about.
Yeah, what was that?
He's a little late. He's on that dial up. You get that Xfinity, said he's on that dial up.
So Jacksonville's coming into Indy. Indy's favored by 3.
Let's talk about the Colts for a minute. Let's talk about it. I was one of the people who was screaming, "Hey, won't you think about trading Andrew Luck at the beginning of the year?" But if you look at it, and I was also very highly critical of their offensive line. But if you look at it, the last 3 games, Andrew Luck has not been sacked.
And they have like first round picks or first and second round picks all across the line now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it looks like they've gotten what they want out of the offense. Granted, who they've played, it haven't been a lot of a pass rush, but that is something to say. The one, you got to look at the fact that the offensive line has been protecting him a lot better.
Right.
And you have to look at the fact that Andrew Luck is protecting himself. He's not holding the ball. He's getting rid of the ball. If he has an opportunity to scramble to run for yards, he does it and he gets down, or he gets rid of the ball. Yep. So he's protecting himself, he's protecting the down, and he's protecting his team. So I like it. He's pushing the ball downfield, but he's not throwing questionable throws. The interceptions that have come up have been because receivers have not caught the ball, and it's been ricocheted, so to speak.
He played Oakland. He played Buffalo.
Hey, but they're still professional athletes, and we've seen Andrew Luck stink up the joint against lesser opponents.
Right.
So you have to look at the silver lining of it. And if you want to say it like that because it was Buffalo and it was the Raiders, you can say the same thing about I hate to bring it back to Michigan, but at the beginning of the year after the loss to Notre Dame, we had a couple cupcake games, but those cupcake games get you rolling in what you want to do, and now you've won 8 in a row in your best defense in football.
So that's why you put them on your schedule? Get an
No.
ass whooping and then need to get rolling.
Ass whooping, 7 points.
6 points.
So, but I like the direction that they're going. You know, and it doesn't hurt them that the AFC South is not looking very good. You know, you got a couple teams that aren't good as what they anticipated being good.
Houston's coming up.
You know, Houston is the top of the division right now. So, but that's who I picked to be the top of the division anyway. So
He's all about this I.
There's no I in team.
No, I was
There's
going
no
to say,
I in team, but there's an I in winner.
all I was going to say is I picked Houston to win the division too. But I
A
think
win is a win. Yes,
I
it
still think, yep, we're good. Well, I'm sorry, I don't know. Yep, I got the hiccup still, so I'm struggling. I still think Jacksonville comes in the Indy and gets the win.
I'm gonna go with Colts. I'm gonna say with the homers.
I hope that I'd like to see it, but
I mean, the defense is playing better than I expected.
Yeah,
You know,
they
but
still need some. They still
you're
need
giving up a
defensive
lot of
backs,
points.
man. Yeah,
but the difference is the offense is scoring points as well. You know, so you're staying in the game offensively where your defense can make a play at some point in time in the game, and that's what's been happening.
right.
They've been keeping up, and the defense makes one play at the right time, and then Andrew Luck does what Andrew Luck does. You know, so I like what they're doing.
So you got Colts.
I got Colts.
I got Jaguars. Your game tomorrow night.
It's Thursday night game.
Panthers at
Color
Steelers.
rush game.
Yep.
So that means I'm gonna have on my color rush
because
still in the waiver jersey.
We are back in black Sunday night against Cowboys. We're all black. Black jersey, black pants. We're good. We're ready.
Okay.
Whooping that ass.
I want to see a side bet. O-line is way better.
Who?
He's talking about the Colts.
Oh,
John's a Colts fan.
yeah, their line is way better.
Way better. You know, I think and that's what I've been screaming the last couple of years is you need to, if he is your franchise quarterback, then you need to protect your investment. You know what I mean? Protect your investment. You need to invest in the offensive line, which keeps him upright. And then he is the type of quarterback that he can make receivers out of regular guys. So, but you have to keep him upright. I mean, if he's scrambling for his life, he's never been a great thrower off the run. You know what I mean? He's not like a great runner either. I mean, he's athletic enough to get to where he needs to be, but that's not what you want him doing. You want him standing up tall in the pocket, seeing over the field, reading his progressions, and getting rid of the ball.
Yep.
So I agree. The offensive line was key.
I agree. What about
The
what
running
about
back
your
helped too.
Panthers? Yeah. What about your Panthers and Steelers? Obviously, we know the Steelers are going to win in your mind, but what do you see happening?
I see Cam Newton meeting JJ's little brother.
One of the something Jay Watts.
Yes, a lot. I think he's going to meet him a lot.
I'm going to pick your Steelers this week.
Oh my God.
I
Oh,
know.
my God.
I know. I don't have I don't have much faith in the Panthers in this game. One, for being at Heinz Field. Two,
I'm sure Cam Newton's going to be the best dressed guy there. Oh no,
I don't know. Antonio Brown will be there too, so
putting it in.
we'll see.
I know he won't have the best haircut.
I think you guys win by.
There's the hand move. That was great.
I think you guys win this game at home by 6.
Then we win by 6.
Yep.
I like it. I think it'll be a kind of a tough game because Cam brings you a different look at quarterback that you normally don't see in the AFC. He's normally more of an NFC style quarterback because all of your running quarterbacks, so to speak, or your more athletic quarterbacks tend to be in the NFC. I think it's a different defense that Pittsburgh getting used to. But I think after the first quarter, they'll figure it out. I mean, if you look at it, you don't really have any weapons-wise offensively. You got Michigan's guy, Devin Funchess, pretty good guy. You got McCaffrey out the backfield pretty good, but I don't think you have enough weapons. And Ben's on a roll right now. The Pittsburgh offense is on a roll. James Conner, his fourth straight 100-yard rushing game and fourth straight at least 150 all-purpose yards. I mean, he's replacing Le'Veon Bell very well.
How long do you think Big Ben's got?
I think Big Ben plays out his contract. He's got this year and next year. He's got this year and next year.
Okay.
If they win this year, I think he's done. If they don't win this year, I think he plays out his contract.
Okay.
Because as you can see, Dobbs is going to be all right. Because Ben goes down because he can't breathe. Got the wind knocked out of him. He goes out the game. It's 3rd and 15. You bring Dobbs in. You think you're going to run it, and he drops backs and throws.
It worked.
Amazing. I was like, what are you doing? I figured you'd head it off. No. We'll get about 4 yards, and we punt. I think that was a play of the game.
So you got the Steelers. Right?
I do.
I just want to mention, did you watch San Fran's quarterback?
Who?
Mullins?
The dude his first game active.
Ever.
Active.
First three throws, 3 for 3 with a touchdown. And then had 2 more touchdowns to go on to that for the rest of the year.
Active roster. Right. First active roster. Yeah. And you're the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers.
And you win the game?
I think I picked that game too. That's what's bad about it. I think that's what's bad about it. I think I actually picked that game. I think that's one of the games that rubbed me the pool. Because I picked the Chargers over Seattle too, in Seattle.
I told you from the beginning, man, watch out for the Chargers.
Hey, they're on a 5-game winning streak?
Yes, because they're 6-2.
Yeah, they're pretty good out west.
Yeah, they're good.
They're pretty good out west.
That's going to be a hell of a matchup when they face Kansas City for the division.
That's going to be fun.
That's going to be a good one.
He said, how pissed is Le'Veon Bell at his agent now? But see, you know what? I don't think Le'Veon is too upset because the only person that Le'Veon Bell has been talking to in the Pittsburgh organization is James Conner. He's the only person that he's talked to. So, it's not like he's hating. He's congratulating him. And I'm sure he's giving him some type of bit of information in his ear because the patience that Conner is starting to show behind the line is starting to look a little bit bellish.
Yeah.
So I like what he's doing.
I agree.
And I think Le'Veon is going to end up well. I think he's going to turn out well, but I think I thought that they'll figure it out. But as well as Conner has been playing and he's sustained this since the first game of the season, I think they're going to part ways. I think Le'Veon's going to end up at a decent team. I think he's going to do well, and I think Pittsburgh's just moving on. It's football business.
Where do you see him really landing now, especially being week 10? He's not coming to. He's
going to show up to camp so he doesn't miss that. What's the name? I don't think he's going to actually sit out the whole year because that hurts him in free agency.
Where do you think he's going to go?
But I think he'll come back, finish the year out, and I think I don't know if he plays. He might play a little bit, but Connor's the number one guy, even if he does come back. But I think there's a couple places he can end up. He can end up in Cleveland.
Green Bay
he
really needs somebody.
If he ends up in Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers might find himself in the Super Bowl one more time. Can't say he'll win it, but I think he'll find himself in the Super Bowl one more time.
Very possible. Very possible.
There's about maybe 4 or 5 teams.
There was talks about him coming to Philly, especially when Ajayi went out.
Yeah, there was some talks of Philly. I've heard Indianapolis thrown around, but I think they like Mac. I think Mac is going to be a good back for Indy. Yeah. So I don't think they're going to switch to him yet. I don't see any places out west. Maybe Oakland, because Marshawn Lynch has not been the same since he's come back.
He's on IR.
And he hasn't been the same anyway. No. He hasn't been beast mode.
No.
So maybe Oakland. So there are some possibilities. I wouldn't mind seeing him in Denver.
And they definitely need somebody.
Yeah. So I mean, there's I say there's about 6 teams where Le'Veon could end up at that can make an impact that'll be good for him.
All right. Well, there's our pick'ems for the week.
Yeah.
Now, what about?
Who'd you pick? You picked the Steelers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pick your boys.
All right. Awesome.
Let's move to what we saw last night on TV with the NCAA Champions Classic here at Bankers Life.
Listen. That's good because there's a couple of teams we want to talk about with the college basketball start of the season right now. First game last night of the Champions Classic down here at Bankers Life, you had number 10 Michigan State. I can't say hosting because it's a neutral site. You have Michigan State and Kansas. You had number 1 Kansas. The first half, Kansas looked very good. They looked like a number 1 team, even though I think their best player is not playing because he's involved. His name is involved in some of these NCAA scandals. So, but Kansas looked very well. But Michigan State, again, Tom Izzo shows why he's such a great coach. These guys is down 22 at one point, I think. And then you come down to it, it's the last 30 seconds of the game. Michigan State's down 3.
Right.
I mean, I just
4-point game.
I just think basketball is a game of runs, but wow. You know what I mean? And you have to fight all the way back and still have the energy from the fight back to have a chance to win at the end of the game. That's pretty good. Michigan State is going to be a pretty tough team in the Big Ten. I don't have me personally. I don't have them winning the Big Ten.
Imagine that.
I don't even have Michigan winning the Big Ten. Even though I watched them last night, yeah, buddy, we look good.
You got Purdue?
No, Purdue. Hell no. I got IU winning the Big Ten.
Wow.
That's if everything holds tight with Romeo Langford.
Yeah, let's
I have IU winning the Big Ten, and I have IU going to the Final Four.
Well, let's stick on the Michigan State Kansas game last night. You know, like you said, Michigan State, they have every chance in the book to come back and beat any team in this league this year just because Izzo's such a damn good coach. Plain and simple. But that second game is what I really want to talk about real quick.
Hey, I got a question about Izzo.
Yo,
bro, how many green ties do you think he has in his closet?
How many games do they have during the year? 40?
Just about.
He's got at least 40.
He's got every color green that you could possibly imagine in ties.
Yeah, at least 40.
So, Kansas ended up winning that game. So, which was expected. You know, I kind of think that was going to win it anyway. Number 1 team in the country. Michigan State, Izzo doesn't normally have his teams, playing to their fullness until they hit Big Ten play and towards tournament time. So I think that Michigan State will come around. They'll be all right. But the second game yesterday was number 2 Duke playing number 4 Kentucky.
Number 4? Really?
Hey, bro.
Wow.
I really thought that was the other way around. I thought Duke was number 4.
Duke is favored to win the whole tournament this year.
Well, I'm going with Dick Vitale in Kentucky because I think they're the most balanced team in the country. They have
you just let 3 freshmen?
Yep. They have freshmen and they have
Duke did.
Yeah, they got the 3 top prospects. Yeah, but it's also the first major college basketball game of the season. It's a long haul. It's 32 games. Well, most of these teams play 30-plus games.
But you had your time to shine.
You had your time to shine, and
you got demolished.
Yeah, they got spanked. Kentucky got their ass whipped. I mean, I'm not discrediting that.
The whole game.
That's the beauty of college basketball. It's not like college football. You lose a game and you're damn near out of it. College basketball, you could be number 1 and get beat 3 times and still make the Final Four.
Right.
So,
well, once it comes to tournament time,
yeah. I mean, even during the regular season, you know what I mean? Number 1 Kansas can lose twice and still finish the year at 1 because that's the way the
I still got the damn hiccup, so I'm holding it off. I do.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's been like the
damn.
yeah.
It was hiding. She's good, folks. She's good. She snuck one in on me. But
He's gonna need an ice cube.
who are we talking about?
Duke and
Duke.
Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they have, from what I've seen, they have the best balance. You have upperclassmen, you have a senior, I think you got a couple juniors, and you have diaper dandies, as Dick Vitale likes to call them. So I think that pays off later on in the year. Like Dick, I do like Tennessee. I think Tennessee is going to be a real good team. I think Duke is going to be there as always, but I don't think Duke has the depth that they should, But it's Coach K, you know what I mean? But it's Coach K. So,
Coach K.
But, wow, did they beat the shit?
They beat the hell out of that team last night. I would honestly, and I hate to say it because I'm not this fan, but Florida State, guys, everybody watch out for Florida State this year.
Hey, but Florida State has been knocking on the door.
They've been knocking.
They've been knocking on the door the last couple of years with over in the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
They've been a tough out in the tournament, and they've been a tough. It's hard to beat them. They have length, they have speed, they have height. I don't know. I mean, it's just something that they just always seem to miss. You know what I mean? But I mean, he is playing in Florida State is in the ACC, so you're playing Hall of Fame coaches like Coach K, Roy Williams, Syracuse, Boeheim.
Yeah,
Jim Boeheim.
Boeheim.
No, it's Boeheim. It's John Beilein.
Yeah.
For Michigan.
There you go.
So I think that
That's why we're together, man.
yeah.
You help me out.
So I think that Florida State has a chance. I think they'll probably finish fourth in the ACC because I do like Virginia.
What happened last year?
I mean, they did.
What happened last year? What happened last year?
This might be their revenge tour.
Anyway,
That
ain't gonna happen.
Notre Dame is not going to be worth the crap this year in basketball. Well, you better hang your hat on the women's team.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to agree with him. Notre Dame does not have the talent that they did because they got rid of. I mean, everybody graduated.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to hang your hat on the women's team.
Yeah, you got a young squad. I think Notre Dame women. Excuse me. God, women's could go back to back. I really think that
They have the opportunity. Obviously, UConn is going to be strong again. And then Don Staley down at South Carolina is going to have another team that's pretty strong again.
Yep.
So the competition is going to come at them.
Yep.
I think Stanford is going to be pretty good again this year for the women's team, for the women's side of the tournament. But I do like Notre Dame. I like them from the return to the Final Four. I can't really call it yet for them to win back to back. I have to see a couple games before I can.
I just think
I can go there.
I think they got the team to do it. I think that playing UConn for so damn long, excuse me, for so
Sean
long
is ridiculous. I thought you were talking Notre Dame all the way.
Wow. No, I still got him. What is that?
Just do it. It's a hot sauce and a lemon. Remedies. Hey, are our hamburgers thawed out this week? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
This is great. Oh, hey, we got two.
Thank you, dear.
We got two.
We got two what?
2 minutes.
Two.
Wow, we went right along.
We did.
Pretty good.
I still got the damn hiccups.
You still got the damn hiccups.
Okay.
So yeah, we did finish up, but back to IU. I do like what IU's got going on.
I do.
I know. I do like them as a Final Four team. People are probably like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're saying that," but they're
going to end up.
I think they're going to be good.
The problem is they're going to end up getting caught up in all this bullshit that's happening. And what is it? Kansas City News or something about the AAU team with Langford.
Yeah. Jordan says all Indiana schools will be subpar this year. No, just Notre Dame. I mean, no, just Purdue and Notre Dame.
Hard bots out. I can't say not Purdue because Purdue's going to be tough.
But Purdue only has, I mean, they got the big guy coming back, and you got
Ooh,
Carson.
Pacers took the lead.
And you got Carson Edwards coming back. I mean, I know he's a preseason Big Ten player. I know he's up for Big Ten Player of the Year. I know he's preseason Big Ten All-American or whatever it is. But I just don't like what Purdue's got going on. The core of their team is gone, and I don't know if – I mean, I like Painter, but I don't know if they're going to be – I don't know. I think I don't even know if they're going to make the tournament.
We'll see.
So,
all right. Thank you for joining us.
We only
again.
have Edwards, yes.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us again at the Tavern, 802 Southwest Street, every Wednesday night, 7:30 to now, extended time 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Damon, help me out here, buddy.
9 p.m., dog. 9 p.m.
I need to hold my breath for a second.
7:30 to 9. We had an hour and a half. We talk sports. We pick games. We share our knowledge of fandom.
Yep. And you can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, BW Sports 1, at BW Sports Damon, and at BW Sports Dan. There was a little hesitation in there. All right, Damon, take us off.
Thank you for joining us. We had fun. We'll see you next week when we talk about some more awesomeness.
Yes, sir.
And so, as always, Indy, keep it classy.
I'm hitting the button.
Hit the damn button.
Hey, Damon.
Yes, sir.
What if I told you that in 5 minutes you could make your pain 50% better by doing 1 or 2 movements to correct your symmetry?
I would either call you guide or a knowledgeable person.
Well, motionawaypain.com, that's how.
Awesome. I like anything that takes away pain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don Green and motionawaypain.com is a new method to get the weekend warrior back on the field, heal injuries faster, and kick that nagging 10-year-old sciatica to the curb.
Nothing like a whole bunch of old people trying to live their youth.
This is true. This is true. Visit motionawaypain.com for a free lesson or a free consultation with Dawn today.
Well, I'm going to go check her out.